Man, this thing's bright.
What thing?
The whites on this.
So I didn't want to play the weird graphic version of this at first because, I mean, I don't think it looks that much better.
Right.
In fact, it looks like terrible in a lot of ways. But I thought it'd make playing through a game I've played through 4 billion times more interesting. Like, even from the beginning here, there's an animation sequence that pops up that they don't use the same animation for, and I was like, what? What, are you kidding me?
Right.
So welcome to Final Fantasy IV, choking on Red Bull. I think this is like, I think this is the same music. I don't even think it's like touched up music. Just what I want.
Is there like a yellow filter on it, or is that originally that way?
There actually is it does kind of look yellow in the original, like the lighting in this area. But it's a little overdone here.
It's rough on the eyes.
Yeah. What it is this game kind of starts in progress. You are taking crystals from people. You're like your emperor, the guy that's in charge of your kingdom, has like powerful airships under his command, and you're like basically them, like the Red Wings or the people who fly the airships. And he's sending you to take crystals from these kingdoms. So
do you start as a bad guy, basically?
Yeah, it kind of starts in progress. You're not really a bad guy. You're just following orders. You're not specifically. You're in a world where like they don't know that they're doing bad things.
Gotcha.
If you know what I mean. Like they think they're doing it to make their kingdom prosper or whatever, you know.
Right. I meant like working for the bad guy.
But yeah, like here, I'm gonna end up cutting the like normal Super Nintendo footage. The cannon thing's new. They didn't fire the cannons. In the original, he pulls a sword out and does this cool like sword thing, where like aims the sword at people and it does the magic. And it's cool. Like when you're playing the Super Nintendo version, he does a move right there. That's like, it's something that they took out of the game for the easy version that they released.
Right.
So the only time you see this when you play the original Super Nintendo version that we got in America, is at the cutscene at the beginning. It's this like weird thing, and then you find out like later, you know, when the internet becomes a thing, we find out that like it's a stupid move they removed from the easy version of the game that they sent to America, and then when you play like the real version of the game, you actually get to do the move. So it's one of those moves where you're like, oh wow, that's so cool.
Why did they remove a good move?
The move in the original normal version of the game, it's like it hits all the enemies, but it also hurts you.
Oh, okay.
I think they just simplified the combat a little bit for the easy version.
Makes sense.
They took a few things out to make it like less options.
Right. That makes sense.
But it's yeah, the only way you got to see that in the original Super Nintendo one is in the opening scene. But I like the way it looks in the original version. So even when you get back to the castle, you're like, why did we do that? They didn't put up a fight. I played the beginning of this game probably 30 times.
He has a big old fat head.
Yeah, they are all super deformed back then.
I don't even think this game's available on PlayStation 4 for whatever reason.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 doesn't have a lot of stuff on the market, the digital stuff. like the PSP games and stuff.
Right.
That the PS3 already had.
It's just stupid. Feels like bad marketing to me.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Was there always nothing sound-wise going on?
Yeah, because it's about to queue up some other music. So there's a moment, like a silence before the music rolls in.
It's just so weird now in the days of consoles where everything makes a sound. Like, all the sounds are there. You know what I mean? Like,
well, like I said, there was a music cue coming up.
No, I'm saying, like, like I'm saying, in today's games where you hear every footstep they make, and it's feels weird, like, having moments of complete silence compared to today's games.
So in the original Super Nintendo version, he gives you a bomb ring.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty obvious that you're delivering a bomb to a town. And this one they changed it back to a signet ring, so that's supposed to be more like you don't know what the hell you're delivering.
Right.
This is your homeboy. Everything looks so weird to me because they redid the graphics.
See, and nothing looks weird to me because I've never seen the original graphics, really. I don't think I've played probably a single minute of this game somehow. Never have. So why did he get kicked off the Red Wings?
Well, when he got back, he had dissenting opinions. Already your crew's like, why are we doing this and stuff, and you're trying to like follow orders.
Right.
But when you get back from town, his second in command guy is like, he's not to be trusted. And then when you say something to the king, they're immediately like, well, you're not in charge of the Red Wings anymore until you do this thing for us.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not used to. All right, if I hit like down on the D-pad, it also scrolls.
Right.
So what happened a couple times there is I hit A and down kind of on accident.
Right.
And it didn't do that in the Super Nintendo, but it scrolled really fast through the words because I was hitting two different things at the same time.
Right.
But actually, I don't ever remember being able to hit down to move fucking text in a video game before. It feels odd.
Something I played did. I don't remember what it was.
The reason I was hitting down is I was holding down because I was gonna scroll through the stuff really fast, read it, and then be ready to walk away.
Right.
Like my brain was getting ready to multitask the fuck out of here.
Is it the D-pad to move?
Yeah. It'll probably use the analog on this one. Yeah, it lets you use the analog.
I was wondering what the little extra juke was.
Oh man, I love the music of this game. It's the actual music too. No nonsense. The animations are fucking the worst.
I don't remember seeing anything that weird.
You haven't seen the original. It's just the way they looks wrong to me. So I always thought it was cool in this particular game. You start off, it's not like a romance fantasy game like some of the other ones. Like a lot of the like later Final Fantasies are like everybody starts off single and then they meet somebody or something. In this one you're like already fucking married at the start.
Right.
Like she's like concerned about you. She's like, we'll talk about it later. Like what just fucking happened? This game introduces like a bunch of people like right at the start.
I've definitely seen his picture before.
Yeah.
Or reincarnations of him also.
So he's the guy in charge of the airships.
Well, look, he has goggles on.
Yeah, he's the
Signals that.
airship engineer and creator. Sid's a reoccurring character in Final Fantasy. They change his name, they don't change his name, they change who he is, use his name for a bunch of different people.
Does he always look the same?
No, he's a female in the newest one, if it gives you any idea of how much they change him.
Yeah, it makes
He's
sense.
usually somewhat attached to airships. He's the like the airship creator in like the first 2 or 3 games.
Right.
Then they use his name for other people later. I think he's a villain in Final Fantasy 12. Just to fuck with people. Do. What?
That noise.
No, the clock?
Yeah.
They changed the way that there actually was a clock sound in the original, but it's not that. So he's starting to worry that something's up with the king. Like the king doesn't seem like he was raised by the king.
Yeah.
So he's like, what the hell?
Him and his wife sleep in different rooms.
Yeah.
This is so Japanese.
I'm pretty sure they changed the music right here. Which is like jarringly different. Yeah. It's the same song, it's just this is a different remix of it for sure.
Mom. I'm pretty sure this would sync up to the lyrics of My Heart Will Go On right now. I feel like I could, I lost where I was going with that.
Well, that's good.
Oh, okay, no, I got it back. That this music would go good, like, on a mobile. You know, one of those, what I'm trying to say?
No.
The little baby things that go over cribs and someone play, like, soft music.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I actually get to play the game now. Yeah, the music is remixed.
So, is he joining you, or are you fighting him?
He's joining me on my adventure, which starts with the typical Final Fantasy intro.
So, you mean the Star Wars intro?
Yeah, sort of.
This is very similar to the Star Wars music, too. Similar style.
Yeah, well.
What?
I just say retranslated that before, and I can't remember what it originally said.
Was it sillier or something?
Alright. But, next episode,